And I'll probably turn myself sideways and angle myself. Sorry, guys, we're delayed due to me. So I'm not in my Lego room. I'm not in my Lego house. I'm visiting Janie again. And the pouch that I have my webcam in and my headphones and any audio accessory I have is still at my house.
Oh.
So right now I'm on my phone. I've got 96%, so I'll stay on there as long as possible. I am connected to StreamYard on my computer. Well, that's not good.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, well, now you're back.
Oh,
weird.
The green screen of death.
Yep, you went green.
Yeah, so hopefully we don't have technical issues. I'll see how long I can go video. I might have to cut my video at some point to save time.
Good evening, Mr. Hooper. Good evening, Yvonne.
Yes, good evening, everybody. Sorry for the delays. I rushed out of the house this afternoon because I bought a new car today, and I had to appointment with the dealer, and I haven't picked up the car yet, but I had to go to the dealership and get all the paperwork. They're done so quick you can't see it.
Oh, you bought the car.
Yeah, I bought a car. So
excellent.
But I rushed out of the house, and then I came to Owen Sound here.
So
and
what did you buy, Jeff?
I bought a Nissan. No, no. I used to own Nissan. I bought a Ford Explorer.
Oh, nice.
Because I wanted to be able to pull a little bit more, so it's an upgrade from my Ford Escape.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Excellent. Good job. It looks like you were also maybe visited by a vampire.
Oh, can you see the Band-Aid on my neck?
Yeah,
I had to shave here quickly because I rushed out of the house. I didn't have time to actually clean myself up. And I have a little spot on my neck that when I catch it the wrong way with the shaver, I just get. So it's either blood running down my neck or a Band-Aid. So deal.
I haven't shaved with a razor in 15 years.
And I can't shave with a razor because it irritates my skin.
That's precisely why I don't do it.
Yeah.
I use an electric razor.
Did I just go green again?
You did.
Yes.
It's a good look. It's a good. There's like 6 of you, 5 of you.
On my phone,
very alien of you.
Yeah.
Classic
space. Okay. It's classic space.
You know what? Hold on. Let me just try to turn my cam off.
There you go.
You're back.
It's not. It's green. How is that classic space?
Yeah, you're right.
There's a green classic space figurine.
There is. Yeah.
So I also don't have a mouse. And I got up here and started late, so we might not do the news today because there's not much anyhow. Just because I am so unprepared, and it's all my fault.
No worries. Let's roll with it. Let's go.
So welcome back, Rick. We haven't seen you in a very long time.
Thank you. Yes.
Nice to have you back.
It's nice to be back.
Oh, wait, that doesn't work because I need to see myself. Where can I put them? It's covering half the screen, so.
That's how it is with me too. I had to move my camera so I could see you, Jeff, because you're in my bottom center.
Oh, okay. All right. So what I've just done is I put myself at the bottom here. My phone's off to the side here, so I can still see the chat. Hey, Zoom, how's it going? Zoom, do you want to link to the chat? Because I can throw you one. Same for you, Brett. Actually, Brett, you have one.
Zoom. Yeah, but I think Brett already does. Yeah. He might be busy.
Yeah, that's fine. My sister's calling me a grouch.
Oh, you're going to be the Grinch? You're the Grinch now.
I'm the Grinch now, too.
The grouchy Grinch.
Oh, I wish I could turn on my... Wait, hold on. Is my computer muted?
We hear you.
Okay, my computer is muted. So I'm going to try turning on my camera here for a second.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to try to add myself in the chat.
Okay.
It sounds okay, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. So now this is.
Oh, and the timing is perfect. There's no delay in your audio at all, so that's great.
Okay. Well, that's good because basically that's me audio. This is me video. Now
it's a dual Jeff chat. This is great.
Exactly. And what happens if I do this? Does that knock me out? Can you still hear me?
Yep. No, you're good.
Okay. My phone's off now.
Can you move your audio to the bottom right so that David comes over to the bottom left so that I can see him?
Oh, why can't you see? Oh, because your phone.
There. Like perfect. Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Why
you.
don't we just do this?
No, I can't see myself then.
Oh, you need to.
And I have to.
Do you need to see yourself, Rick?
I have to see how I look. You know.
So yeah, for Zoom, there's two of me because I'm I forgot half my equipment at my house before I came to Jamie's. And my sister was saying that I'm a grouch. And what I was going to say is I might be a grouch, but I was talking to her for 3 hours in the car, so I could just blame her for distracting me.
There you go.
Even though I was already in the car and left the stuff at home. But anyway. So, hey, everybody.
Yeah, blame Yvonne.
What
Our,
is
our
happening?
biggest fan.
No, you know what? She kept me entertained for like 3 hours of my 4-hour trip.
Oh, we lost Jeff.
Oh
Jeff,
no! Now we've lost
can
you
you-
again.
we cannot hear you.
Your audio went
Such-
again.
Something's wrong with your phone.
Oh man.
Is it better now?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you're back, but
So
it's
apparently
very
you can't turn my phone off.
yeah, but it's very tunnely.
How about now?
Yeah. You gotta hold your phone up to your face the whole time. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Audio, speakerphone.
Oh, that's good right there. That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, maybe it reset when I hit the audio button.
Mm-hmm.
I won't turn my phone off.
There you go.
Please.
So please, fine. Anyways, and yes, my sister had a week of hell. Yes, I know, and I'm not teasing you. My sister was in the hospital for a while because of high blood pressure. So
Oh no.
I'm assuming you can hear me now, right, Fazoo?
We hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me
Is-
now?
is
Oh, sorry,
Yvonne doing-
this is not the United States. This is not a Verizon commercial. So, we don't have someone
Or
walking
just,
around
just,
in our
add
commercial.
just add sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me
Yeah.
now? Sorry.
Sorry.
Or can you hear me now? A. That would be the Canadian
Hey,
version.
Hear
hey,
me now,
can
eh?
you hear me now?
How
Sorry.
about now? Yeah, there
Hey,
you
can
go.
you hear me now, eh?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Anyway, so this is going to be the chat from, well, I won't say from hell, but I mean the
It's going to
chat
be great.
from the technical issues. So I was saying earlier we might skip the news tonight. There wasn't much news to begin with.
Yep.
Just because I forgot my mouse. I did bring a keyboard because I had a keyboard packed in my backpack because I always have that for work. Like if I actually go to the office, which I don't do anymore. So yeah. Anyway, so how you guys been doing?
Doing well.
Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
Busy, but good.
I did my first public show
Yes, I heard you say that. Awesome.
Sunday.
How'd it go?
Really well. Really,
Yeah, tell
really
us about
well. Well, like I
us.
said last week, it was the Montreal Toy Con.
Mhm.
It was the first show we did that I did in 23 months, almost 2 years. And it had a great turnout, even though the masks were mandated that you had to present your vaccine passport.
Mhm.
There were more people showing up, more visitors showing up than the last edition when pre-pandemic. So
Wow.
Yeah.
a great
that's good.
turnout, and everybody was respecting the rules. Everybody had their mask on. Nobody had their mask like under their nose or under their
yeah.
chins.
Yep.
So it was a great show. It was great to be out showing mocks to people again. And I must say that after looking at my table, I gotta take back what I said. I actually built quite a few things during the pandemic. Maybe I'll share a picture here.
Hey, Mr. Blue.
Yes, please do.
Welcome to the craziness. Yes, please do. I'll throw it up. We're having some crazy technical issues earlier, so. Oh, there it is. Add to stream.
Oh,
That's not you.
No, that's not me. That was my next to me. That was Sylvain Poirier,
Okay.
who actually brought a few of the heads. He actually modified the Batman heads so they can have face features.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He did the Santa Claus over here, so it was
It's
great.
amazing. Awesome.
We also had.
That's Père Noël.
So yeah, that's Père Noël. Over here we had a big GBC going. It was 3 tables long. Most of the module did work, except the towers. They finished the towers like an hour before the end of the show, but it worked well. And most of those modules didn't actually work for like 23 months, and they just plugged them in, and they started working, and everything was working great. So
that's awesome.
great. That's awesome for GBC.
Yep.
Did our Sylvain show up and do some GBC too?
Yeah, Sylvain was there.
Okay,
some
cool.
GBC. That's another look of Sylvain. And there's my table.
Ooh,
nice.
I
like the colors.
Yeah.
See, it was like I said, I deployed the fleet. And on this picture, you can actually see that on the first row, all of the ships on the first row are actually mocks that I did during the pandemic, except for that one over here, that ship. All these ship over here, these are all mocks that I did during the pandemic. So I was creative during the pandemic.
And can we see pictures of these anywhere? Like,
I have some pictures on my Facebook page. So if you guys want to check that out,
definitely,
mostly on my Facebook page. And this is my latest one that I built at the request of Jeff, because Jeff dared me to build something new.
That's awesome.
Without any instructions, so that's what I did, and I just finished. I just put a few details in before the show, and I took advantage of the show to take some detailed pictures, so you can also see that on my Facebook page. And I did a video of the GBC. If anyone wants to see it, it's on my YouTube channel. I don't have a lot of videos in there, but I do have the video of the GBC working. So
excellent.
In YouTube, if you go to the information below the video, there's a link to a linktree. I think it's linktree that we use, that has all of the usual attendees links, and in there you'll find David's YouTube channel as well.
Excellent.
So I'm looking around the room trying to find something to prop up my laptop on, and there's not a bin in here that isn't full of Lego overflowing. So.
Anyway. That's what I did. I also received yet another. I bought a 924 LL 924 off Facebook Marketplace, and I got it in the mail this Monday. So built that. It was pretty awesome, in good condition, and the lift even had the spring on it, so still working. So it was good.
Sorry for the noise here. We're just switching something around.
No problem.
Since I can't do the news, I'm going to get rid of that.
You'll do the weather instead.
And I also have another bit of news. After the Montreal TarCon, in the evening, we had a meeting of those of us who are organizing Bricomanie, and we're setting down dates for a spring show.
Yes.
Not a convention, but a 2-day spring show.
Okay.
It's on May 27, 28, and 29.
Okay.
Cool.
So a weekend event, probably gonna have set up on the Friday evening, and have Saturday and Sunday on public days.
An indoor event?
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually have the arena in Saint-Basile-le-Grand.
Okay.
So
awesome.
And so when you say spring, do you mean like April or March or
May?
Oh, May.
27, okay. May 27, 28, and 29.
Oh, yeah. If you said that, I'm sorry. I totally zoned out. But yeah, perfect.
No problem, Rick. It's late in the evening.
It's late. Yeah. I was just so enamored. When you said show, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're aiming. The dates is already set with the city. We just have to work out the kinks, but it's probably gonna happen if things hold.
I think we'll be
pandemic wise.
I think we'll be okay. Right now, we're still staying very low with the case counts. So, and more people are getting the shot. So,
yeah, over here in Quebec too, we kind of hit a plateau here. So, and they're talking about vaccinating the children,
kids,
children 5 and 11. So, 5 to 11, and actually over here in Quebec, they actually talking about getting first shot to kids before Christmas. If all goes well.
Oh, okay. So, just for the record, I'm looking at my screen just above my camera hole here. I'm at my screen up top, so I'm not craning my neck. So I am looking directly at you guys talking. I might not be looking directly at the camera, but I am looking at you guys.
That's how it is for me. That's why I'm always looking to the left, because I'm looking at you. Here's looking at you, kid.
Yeah. So Axel Plate has joined us as well. Mr.
Axel
Blue
Plate. Hello.
Yep. Hello. Yeah. Okay. And so, what have you been doing, Rick? We haven't seen you for like ever.
Yes.
Did you build something, Rick?
Did I have built some things. I've been doing quite a bit of digital building. I've posted a couple of sneak peek update type progress photos to my Instagram account. I'm building a haunted house of sorts that is from a certain well-known horror movie from many, many decades ago. Originally broadcast in black and white.
Wait, I know this. A horror movie in black and white. No. I was trying to think about a black and white movie I could say. That would just be totally stupid. But
it's like
not horror at all.
Yeah, it's like
Airplane.
What?
Airplane.
I thought you said
Bernie's Haunted Weekend.
Yeah, no, Airplane. Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah. Oh, I love Weekend at Bernie's. It's one of my favorite movies from the 80s. It's fantastic. So I've been doing that. I have been doing the occasional Instagram live stream and having fun with that as well. I've mostly been doing that on the weekends because, as I mentioned to you guys, weeknights for me are like crazy time. But occasionally I do get on in a weeknight. So I made a point this week of making sure that I was going to be here for you guys as well. So I'm happy to be back, and I hope to be back regularly this time. So
thank you, Rick.
No, we get it, Jeff. We get it, Rick. It's like life getting in the way. So
well, this is it. Now I did build this yesterday, so since I have it right here, I'll show it.
Oh, ooh.
There you go. Oh, there's the camera. This. So this is a Ninjago.
Fireman.
Hold on. That didn't work. There we go.
Fireman.
It is the Fireman from the Ninjago movie. You got it. It's very cool. And quite large. Like,
yeah, it's larger than I thought.
Yeah. It's got some posability, but not a lot. The knees don't bend, so you really can't do much with it. But I didn't put any stickers on because I'm planning to. I'll keep it together for a while, but I will be ripping it apart and using the parts from Mox.
Cool.
I know. What a concept. Other than that,
you can build other stuff with that stuff.
Right. Where did I put the Disney castle? Where did I put that thing? I also built the mini Disney castle, which is now
somewhere.
I don't even know where it went. Wow.
No one knows where the Disney castle went.
Oh, it's
your daughter's probably.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, there it is. We see it.
Yeah, you can just barely make it out.
It's so tiny compared to the Mac.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
I see you have the coffee cup too. The Maxi
I do.
big face. Were you totally disappointed when you received it and looked at it and went, "This isn't a coffee cup. This is like a shot glass"?
So I wasn't, but my wife was, because she bought it for me as a gift, thinking it was totally like a large size mug. And then when she got it, she was totally disappointed. She said, well, "What am I going to do? What are you going to do with this?" But it's sip,
Yeah. It's more of a like a
espresso.
Espresso, yeah. Thank you.
It's more of espresso, and I thought of it more as a display piece.
Yeah. I bought one too. Same reaction, and it's just sitting in my cup cupboard. And I think my kids have used it once, but they're like, you can't even drink properly out of it. Just the way that the head part is faced is like, because it comes in for the top of the stud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
you have to use a straw.
Yeah, and that just kind of defeats the purpose of it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for me. Yeah.
Since I'm not in my Lego house, since I'm not in my house, so I can't just say, here's my castle, I will share quickly the shot first of the car I bought, because I realized I had a picture of it.
What color? It's not blue.
It's not. No, they have limited colors. It's the end of the year, so most of the models are gone. This was one that was actually on the dealer's lot.
That is gorgeous.
So yeah, it's got like a blackout package on it. It's basically like the base model, fully loaded. I actually wanted the next trim up with just like a trailer hitch. But it took, after 5 days of him calling every dealership across Ontario, no one has one available because they're clearing them out. So, but yeah, that's basically what I got.
When you say clearing them out, would you mind telling me like price range, what it goes for?
Well, this one starts at the very high 40s.
Okay.
I'm leasing it, so it's not costing me that much, thankfully. But I mean, they were offering $3,000 off. Like this one here, I think is about 53, 54 with all the options on it.
Yeah.
But they're offering like $3,000 off. I work for TELUS, so we get a corporate plan for buying Fords because they buy trucks for services. And my car, because of the market right now, the way it is, my car is actually worth more than what I owe on it. So basically, all the residual money from that, like $5,000 or $6,000, is going to the price of the car. So I basically saved about $10,000 already.
Awesome.
But yeah, and I could have waited for a 2022 model, but I would wait till March. And I want this thing for when I'm going down to the States in January because I want to be able to pull some more. And it pulls like 1.5 times what my current car pulls. So.
Did you get the OPP lights package?
No, I did not. But it's funny. I was on the phone with my sister, and as I was driving here, and I usually pick out cars quite easily, but for the past 2 weeks, I've seen 1 or 2 like Explorers driving on the road. And as I was driving here, talking to my sister, I'm like 2, 3, and like a 3-hour drive. And by the time I got here, I hit 20 of them that I had seen on the road.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm seeing them now, but I didn't see them like a few days ago.
Because you just bought one. That's...
Well, that's it. It's just stuck in my brain now. I'm looking for them.
And what you're seeing, yeah.
And like you said, because it's a cop car as well, I found all the cops on the road as well.
Yep.
Hint. The police cars do not have the black roof rails on the top of the roof.
Ah.
So if you ever are wondering if it's a cop car, I'm just trying to.
You can always tell. You can always tell.
Well, but I mean, even with the unmarked ones.
Yep.
They don't actually have the roof rail at all.
Interesting.
It's just there's nothing there.
I don't know why that is.
It's because they have the light packages and stuff that go on the roof, so they need to be
able to swap it out. Yeah. Because the unmarked ones, yeah. So they just buy the same model, and then whether they put the lights on.
Yeah, because they have the police engine in it, like it.
Yeah.
You need the police pack, even though it's not marked. So.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so Castle. This is a
Castle.
Wow.
This is like 3 weeks ago. No, 2 weeks ago. When is it? Is there a date? I don't know.
I don't know. You tell us.
I don't know. Let me move this up here. There. Okay.
It looks great, though.
Info.
Huge.
It is quite large. It's 7 by 7.5. October 14th. So this is 6 days
Tuesday. Thursday. Thursdays.
So for those of you that don't know, I'm basically starting at ground level or at 1 brick above the plate and spiraling up. At every 4 studs, I'm going up 1 plate.
Yeah.
So at this point, this is like that line that represents 6. So this is 18, 19. This is probably about 20 studs here. At this point, I've now completed the circle with brick. So let me just, you might see a few pictures that aren't Lego related in here. Whoops, what did I just do? Oh, well, that works. I'll just get to a more recent picture.
Here's one.
Here's one. We'll go with this. So this is like current progress in the last few days. So I've even done more since then. But so last time they went up to this area. So now, I've added another row of brick here. This is going to be a rock face in this area. When I'm planning to have some kind of a water effect coming down and like a little waterfall, so it'll kind of drop me down to the base plate level. The rock face will kind of end at the edge of this tower, and then this here will be all open, and like the castle wall that's here is actually going to go all the way up to the height of 4, like the current height, and on top of that, there's still going to be another tower, another castle wall to match up to like this height. So it's basically going to look like one large wall.
Does the sort of archway and hallway go right through the tower, or does it stop in the center somewhere?
So like
can you look through and see the other side?
Can I what?
At the top of the tower where you'd walk along the tower wall.
Oh, like this hole here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on the other ones, can you actually look through and see the other opening?
So if you look through this hole, you can see the cross slit, like the arrow hole through the other side. And technically, I'm not sure if it would work, but when it's done, you would technically be able to take a marble from the top, and it should technically roll all the way down.
That's what I was just going to say that you should do.
Yeah, I don't know if that would work. It'd be an awesome great wall control.
A giant JBC.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, and make like a YouTube video out of it. Yeah. Just a quick one, you know.
This top tower is just a test fit. It's not the actual tower.
Okay.
I'm waiting for some longer plates to fill in the rest of this. What else was I going to say? Oh, and I've also figured out a way that when I put. Let me just see if I can find another shot here. So here you can see there's a little bit of a line in this tower ground. So this bottom piece is attached to the base plate, or is attached to the grass area, and that tower floats on top of it. So what I've done now is that bottom piece can move side to side a little bit. So when I put the tower on, I've got some ingots underneath that will line up to the holes underneath the tower, so it'll basically shift into the right position, so it actually is a solid line. So that's on this tower. Let's just zoom in for a second, because I'm a geek and I can go a little bit more. So I've done that on this tower, so it looks nice and flush. I haven't done it on this tower, and you can see it's a little off.
Oh yeah, okay, I see that.
So I'm trying to avoid doing that now. And I'll do the same thing with the castle walls when I get to the inner area, because this castle wall will be on top. We'll start at ground height of the inner row. You know what I mean? So like I'll have it like behind, let me just go, let me zoom out here. Go back a page. So like behind this house, this wall will go up to the height of whatever the ground is. It's actually taller than that. And on top of that will be the next castle wall, and it will do the same thing with the flushing thing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And I see that you used some I see you used old gray and light bluish gray and dark bluish gray.
All 4 shades of gray, yes.
Yeah.
And that's just basically because I have enough. Like I couldn't just do it all in new.
Yep.
And I like the color variation, and that way when you get the you get the old gray that's worn and yellowed, it now looks like another color as well. So it just looks, to me, it looks more like a natural stone.
Yep.
I've had some people say, well, why don't you, use put different details in the walls? Like
like maybe some snot bricks here and there.
And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. But that, to me, I've already got, like, with just having the color variation, I kind of like it that way. I like it a little more simpler. And like literally I'm grabbing a handful of bricks out of the bin and I'm just putting them in. And the only time I'll ever like randomly take a dark gray one off is if there's 2 or 3 of them in the same area, that I might move it. But it is basically like a random design. So
very cool.
Apparently this picture was taken at 12:33. So yeah.
Get some sleep. Or was that
that's
of course it is. Yeah.
So we'll take that away for now. Cool. And I'm now in the area that Rick can't see. Yeah, I'm thinking about you.
Perfect.
Okay. So yeah, and yes, my console is currently in my dining room, and that's because my basement, I had a flood 2 or 3 weeks ago, which we've talked about a few times. The pipe's now been fixed. I paid the money. They run the pipe from my house to the city line, like the property line. And 5 years ago, the city came in and they fixed a 4-foot section of pipe on the city side, but they fixed 4 feet in, and the property line is actually 12 feet. So guess where the hole in my pipe is?
Oh my god!
That 4 to 8 foot section, or 4 to 12 foot section of pipe. So the city is back, or the city will come back and they'll replace that pipe. They did come out the day that the plumbers were here, and they basically just routed through whatever they basically created a hole in the ground to connect to the other pipe temporarily. So, And yeah, we didn't do Thanksgiving at my house last week because my pipe got fixed the day after Thanksgiving. But my son's birthday is at the end of the month as well, so most of my family will come over then, or at least a few of them will.
So you have hands to like move the castle downstairs.
Well, so I'm probably going to stay here till Saturday, maybe early. I don't know. I'm not sure when I'm leaving yet, but my goal this weekend is when I get back home is to try and start cleaning the basement and getting it to the point. I mean, I want to vacuum it. I probably have to hose down the floor a little bit near the drain pipe, just because there is some more dirt-looking debris there. We won't guess what it is, but we'll just say it's dirt. So I need to get that to go down the drain.
It's just dirty.
And the problem is, it's right in front of the washing machine and dryer. So I also want to wrap the washing machine and dryer in plastic, so I don't just spread whatever's on the floor on the side of the washing machine and dryer. But anyway, we don't know where Dave is. The other Dave. We never.
He's making review videos.
Yeah, he's probably making an hour and a half long rant video about the next classic space set. We're just kidding, Dave. If you ever watch this.
So Jeff, before we move on with the topic for tonight, do you mind if I just quickly share some shots of my thing? Okay.
Of your thing. Well, what's the definition of thing?
My digital Lego mansion.
Oh, digital Lego.
What? Is it in black and white?
It actually, yeah, it is. 1 second here. Let me just figure out how to share again. Oh yeah, share screen, and I need to move this. And we're going to share this one. Okay, let me know when you guys can see.
Oh, I can see it, and it looks all gray. And
okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we'll start with this one. This is an early image. Oh boy, there we go.
Rick is a Windows user, boys and girls.
Yeah, so I can't see your faces now. I just see my screen. But actually, you don't even. There we go. Yeah, now you see it. So this is an early render of the mansion. It was in obviously mid-design. I was just trying to get an idea for composition. I changed the color to black and white because I do intend to render it, the final images in black and white.
Okay.
But looking at this, do you kind of recognize the house a little bit?
Yes.
Oh, it could be that, but it isn't.
Oh.
It's not the Disney Haunted Mansion, is it?
Nope.
Okay. I'm not really big into the horror. I recognize the shape of it.
Okay.
But I couldn't tell.
I'll keep going and show you some more details. So this is just a creepy tree that I did next to the house, just trying to give it some texture and interest. So how I did the curve in here is in studio you can actually bend tubes. Yeah. And then you just fit these 1 by 1 rounds onto the tube as it moves around. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. So
you can actually do that in real life too.
You can. I mean, I had one here, but I've taken it apart. But I do have the hose still here, which I was. Yeah.
My sister says it looks like the house for an old McDonald's commercial, which coincidentally was just down the road from where we used to live when I was a kid.
That's hilarious.
Axel is either guessing this or he's calling you this. He says Psycho.
Yeah, he's probably calling me that, but he is right. It is the house from Psycho. So we'll keep going. This is a tree that I've done out front, again, using the flex tube and attachments and whatnot. There's a nice front shot of the finished exterior. This is what the final composition will be like. Okay. This is, again, rendered with lights on inside the house, and then the final render is a close-up showing lights on inside the house.
Axel said both.
Both, yeah, exactly. I deserve that. Yeah, so I'm nearing completion. I'm adding some groundwork, and I've, as you saw in the previous picture, I've got the stairs leading down. I do have parts of the motel built. I built the sign, so it's coming along, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
cool.
So is that
going to be ready for Halloween?
I hope to be ready for this coming the 24th because it's I'm building it for a challenge, but also for Halloween. And now I won't be building it in real life. I won't have that done in time for Halloween, but I do intend to build this in real life. All the colors you see are available in pieces and whatnot. Yes.
My sister said it looks awesome. She likes
Thank
it.
You.
The light source inside. Is that just a yellow? Like, is it a trans yellow glass in there, or is it just the light is yellow inside?
It is a. It's you can choose any brick you want, and then you just have to go outside of the available color range and force it to be a luminous, glowing yellow.
Hello.
Hello.
Jeff?
Did we? Oh, he's talking to somebody.
1 second. First word.
One word. 2 syllables.
A luminous glowing yellow. We just finally heard you finish talking. Your audio is not synced with your voice anymore, and it's very robotic-y slowness. But we heard it all.
Was it like that for you,
so
David?
I don't know what happened there.
No, I heard it all, and it was all synchronized. So
okay, so it's happening on your end, Jeff.
Yeah, it might be that you've got like a low signal or something. Why don't you stop sharing the photo for a minute?
Okay, I will stop sharing my screen. But David, you're hearing me like live? Yeah. So we're all good here. David and I are like synced.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's on your end, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff.
It is. I'm the farthest point away from the Wi-Fi in this house, so my apologies then. I was hearing it very limited. So,
no problem.
No problem.
Hey, Jed StarTube.
Oh wait, you know what? Audio's coming.
Oh, now he's done it.
And it disconnected for a second. That was weird.
There you go. You're back now.
The audio's coming through my phone, so it's my phone connection that was.
Are you hearing us like live now?
You're perfectly fine now.
Okay.
So it's just more technical issues for me.
Yeah, you never know. It could have been the screen sharing did something to your end. Who knows?
But it was my cell phone that's doing the audio, so. I'm only doing the control of sharing screens through my computer. So. Anyway.
Yes.
Always check to make sure you have everything before you leave your house, everybody. That's today's lesson.
That is a good point.
That is. It's a very good point. And for some reason, there's an X-Wing. Oh, where's the camera? I have a Star Wars, 1999 X-Wing.
It's vintage.
Yep.
From the Netherlands.
It's 20 years old.
And it's a postcard. I'm covering the person.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's just randomly sitting here. I don't know what it is. And I also have a swimming pool of Lego to clean later. Hold on for a second.
So you have the instruction manual to one of these.
Yeah. Do you see that nice little swimming?
Nope.
We see a green swimming pool. You got algae.
That's why he needs to clean it.
I'm looking at the weekend to have that thing empty by the time I leave. It's not going to happen, but that's my goal.
Right on. All right.
And yes, yes. So our topic. This was actually one brought up by our own David Saint-Cyr. Okay, right here. It's basically, and I should just read the description, but I don't have YouTube open to do it. Basically, oh wait, I can't open it because I'm not actually sharing the screen. Just basically asking everybody online here in chat if you're a Lego purist. And I was hoping we could have done maybe created a purist scale of, what do you consider Lego pure, what do we not? But due to technical issues and no mouse, I'm not going to do that tonight.
Anyway, I don't think it's possible to make an accurate scale.
Yeah, I agree. I actually Googled it and found a picture that someone had done, and it's got multiple different scales on the same page, and it's what?
Yeah, and for me, it would be to make an accurate scale. It would have to be a point system. You get 5 points if you're modifying bricks. You get 1 point if you're making your own stickers. You get at the end, the more points you have, the less and less of a purist you are.
being a purist isn't bad either, though. I mean, it's all your own personal opinion, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
that was the other thing. Like on the banner, I have like the sad face in red to the happy face in green, and I'm like, no, it's not that kind of a scale though either. It's more of a where do you fit on the scale?
Right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's all fine. Yep.
It's just, some people might not want to talk to someone in the I'm not a Lego purist area. Maybe, I don't know.
And I would argue that there really is no gradient to being a purist. A purist is a purist.
Yeah.
It's just leading up to purist. Where are you leading up to? I'm a purist.
How pure are you? Oh wait, never? Just
pure are you? Yeah. I'm tainted.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we all are, honestly.
Yeah.
I've used stickers. I don't have any clone brick that I use to build, but I have some in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm in a house that definitely probably has some, because I've seen some today.
Right.
And I mean, stickers. What else? So I'm just going to read out the different points.
Yes.
Do you glue broken bricks? Do you modify bricks yourself? Do you paint bricks? Do you use only brand unmodified?
Can you throw that up on the screen somehow, and we can just go through them one at a time?
Yeah, sure. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just give me a second. I'll just pop it into Word.
No problem.
Because
I did ask the question over on Kellogg's Facebook page.
Yeah. And
I got lots of different answers. Some of them are like true purists.
Mm-hmm.
They only buy a Lego brand. They only buy Lego bricks. They don't modify. They don't use modified stickers.
Yep.
But it's like you said, some of them they have clone brands at home or competitive brands because you got like Chinese copies, or you could like own Mega Constructs or Tyco or sets or.
Yeah, exactly.
But like on the scale that we were talking about, I did the test just for the heck of it, and I was like 1 point away from being a total wreck of a purist. Because I have modified bricks, I have painted bricks, I have clone brands, I have Chinese copies, I have...
There we go. I don't know why it's black, it just copied that way. But it's, negative, it's easier to see.
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
Third-party stickers, I mean, yeah.
Well, let's go through these one at a time, and we can each...
Yeah.
So let's just, you know what we can do? We can just...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in a preview now. Oh.
You were going to try and enter and push them down? Yeah.
All right. Do you glue broken bricks?
Rick, do you glue broken bricks?
Absolutely not. I haven't.
Throw them away?
Sorry, I don't necessarily throw them away. If they're broken in a way that they are completely useless, I will throw them away. If they're broken, like let's say you had a 1x8 plate and one stud broke off, so you got a 1x7 or something. You might be able to use that in a mock if you're wanting to make something that looks like it's broken, or degraded or something. I may hang on to that. I also sometimes will add it to the Mega Blocks pile. But if it's broken beyond fixability, I will throw it out.
How about you, Jeff?
So I don't think I'm trying to think if I've ever glued something Lego-wise. I mean, I don't think I have, but I wouldn't put it outside of the question if it was something I needed to have.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially if it's like a very rare part, then yeah, I might consider doing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, do I throw away damaged bricks? I actually donate them to Janie because she's going to do an art project similar to some of the. You might have seen some of the street art that people do where they fill in cracks in walls with Lego bricks.
Yeah.
So she was thinking of doing something like that as a project somewhere in her world. That didn't sound right. But you know what I mean? Like somewhere in. For a project yourself. So both Dave and I would have a bin of our old bricks, our chewed bricks, anything that's broken, even the clones, we throw into those bins and give to her because it's going to be used more for an art piece or something like that. So So yeah, okay. So that gives us that one. How about in chat? Let's see. Jeff is saying.
You go ahead, Jeff.
Well, I was gonna say Jeff is saying he's not a purist, but he likes Lego the most.
Yep.
Axel's he only has bricks of the Lego brand, but I'm not against getting sets of other brands in the future, like Blue Bricks medieval sets. Mr. Blue doesn't have any Lego, but he supports us. Well, we thank you, Mr. Blue.
You need to get some Lego, Mr. Blue.
My sister has Duplo, and it's in a closet, in a cupboard, in a closet somewhere, in a bin in a closet somewhere. So she probably doesn't glue bricks. And you guys both said if it's really damaged beyond repair, it's garbage.
I glue bricks.
Oh, do you?
Okay, but if it's
damaged,
so say you buy a used lot and it's got bricks that have been chewed on by a dog and basically are unusable. What do you do with that brick?
I just throw them in the trash.
Okay, yeah, all right.
But broken bricks, I did fix, like those classic space fins. That the really tiny one with they kept broken off, so I fixed a few of them with some glue.
Mr. Axel,
and I also did fix a few of my minifigs torso who were cracked on the side with just a little bit of crazy glue.
Yeah, I could see
back on it, and it's working fine again. So
yeah, I guess I, having never glued Lego in any way, shape, or form before, I don't know how reliable the glued connection is. I would assume it's kind of like gluing wood, maybe stronger than the original connection. I don't know. But if you're gluing the corner on a like a 1x1 where it would connect to a stud, my guess is that over time it will just break again because the pressure is just, it's not going to hold. So it really depends on what part of the piece you're gluing back on. If it's a fin, like you said, that isn't actually connecting to anything, but just forming part of the piece. Yeah, totally. I can see fixing that. Of course. Yeah. And Axel Plate says, if piece 3876 minifig shield round with stud from set 894 mobile track.
Yeah, they're transparent shield. Yeah.
Would you glue it back on? I mean,
totally.
Yeah, like, totally. You're right. I would agree, David. It does depend on the piece. I myself haven't come across a piece that isn't common. So if it's like a 1x2 plate or a 1x1 brick, toss it. I've got hundreds of them. So
yeah,
don't even waste your time.
Yeah, but for rarer parts, or like
totally, yeah,
totally, dude.
Totally, dude.
Tubular.
It's tubular.
It is. And what was the one that I added in here? Glue bricks or throw out broken bricks? Yeah.
Which, right.
Yeah, totally chewed out bricks or...
Yeah, like just beyond repair. I mean, there's no...
Well, beyond use. If you're not
correct.
able to snap it with anything, just toss it.
Exactly.
But if it's like chewed but still usable, I might use it to like as a filler somewhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will say it hurts to throw Lego in the garbage.
Yes.
It totally does.
I don't like it. I almost want to say goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, I've held on to mine for so long, and
Oh no.
Jeff?
A German YouTuber had some interesting points about the recyclability of broken and bad ABS bricks. Interesting.
Do you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
All good.
Can I talk?
Timing is good. Oh,
okay.
no.
It's synced again. It did that thing again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I mean, when I was building my castle, there were probably a few mega blocks in my castle because I pulled a brick out and I wasn't looking, and it's just like brick.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a bright yellow, like a brick that was brighter yellow than it should have been, and I didn't really think about it until I got like 3 more levels up, and then then I pulled another one out, and I'm like, oh, that's mega block. Oh, there's a mega block.
Oh,
oh well, a brick is a brick at this point. When it
mega flunk.
I mean, if I could get 10,000 mega blocks that were 2x4 bricks, I would say okay right now because I'm just doing it for filler, right?
Yep, structure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good.
Actually,
that's kind
I
of,
actually have a few Mega Blocks myself, or clone brands in
oh
my
no, we're
layout.
skipping right to the
They're
end.
they're hitting under, like, just as Axel Plate says. I use it in mills, so
Yeah.
you don't see him. If
Yeah.
if you don't see him, if nobody can see them, I don't
Then
see the
only you
problem.
know.
Personally, I don't see the problem because
Yeah.
nobody's seeing that it's not Lego or it's a clone brand, or on top it's all Lego. So
Yeah. A German YouTuber had some interesting points
So,
about recyclability. of
do
both.
you modify your bricks?
yes, I do.
Define a modifying a brick. What are you doing to modify a brick?
Painting it?
I actually painted base plates.
Okay.
Base plates. Okay.
But
I-
did you paint?
I took the really old straight road base plate with the two green lines on the side,
Oh yeah.
and I actually painted the lines
Yellow.
yellow
Okay.
because I needed them for my classic space layout. So
Right. So you're not painting the studs. You're painting parts around the studs, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
No, because I never did actually paint bricks to modify their color.
There's somebody that I stream with occasionally on Instagram who painted an entire base plate white and found out pretty quickly that as soon as you add even the slightest layer of paint,
It doesn't work anymore. Yeah.
They won't snap. Yeah.
Has anybody ever cut a base plate?
I did.
I have too. So
I actually cut a 50 by 50 that was damaged to turn it into a 48 by 48.
Yeah.
And I also cut newer 48s by 48s because I needed like 32s by 32s in light gray, but like bluish gray. So I actually had 32 by 32 in light bluish gray, a 16 by 48.
Yeah, I've got those too.
And two 16 by 8
24s.
So I've never cut any
16
Lego.
by 32. Yes.
I've never
And a
cut any
16
Lego,
by
but I
16.
do know that Lego asks you to cut flex tubing in some of their sets, at least two sets that I know of.
Yeah.
For me, cutting the flex tubing, you know the emoji where you see that the head is blue and it's the sweat coming down. That's how I would feel because I'm worried that I won't make the cut in the right place, and then I will have just destroyed a perfectly good flex tube. So, you know, so but I have not.
I could just imagine Rick's like
face. I should make a video.
Almost having a heart attack.
Yeah, exactly. Sweat just pouring, you know.
So on the chat, Jeff says he has
2 millimeters
the colors on the foliage in alt brands. Axel asks, would you drill holes in bricks to make room for electric cables for motors and lighting? Yeah, if anybody's using non-Lego electric cables, you're no longer Purist technically, right? Because in order
Countess is not a Purist.
Oh, Countess has built a holder for his Dremel out of Lego, so he can saw metal, the light and sound plates, the metal framed plates, so he can use them for jumpers. And I'm totally cool with it. It works. It does what he needs it to do, but it's like he's built a tool out of Lego to put his Dremel in to do that.
Oh man.
Jeff cuts base plates himself. I cut two.
I have never used any lighting kits in a Lego mock or Lego model at all. If I were to, and I was faced with having to drill holes, if I had invested in the lights, I'm going to drill the holes.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. And I mean, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm sure that they have you drill through like common pieces and nothing too special, right?
Well, I mean, like for lampposts, in order to put the lights in the lamppost, you have to drill through lampposts, and those aren't common. Yeah. So I was watching a video a while ago from Atlanta Brick Company. They were doing a tour on Brothers or Brothers, no, the Beyond the Brick. They were doing a tour of the Atlanta Brick Company, which is a huge used Lego store.
Yep.
It's
a long video. It's like 4 hours long.
Yeah, it was long. It took me a few days to get through it, but they actually had a section of lighted bricks, and there was a guy who actually takes the bricks, drills them for you, and puts the kits together. And they're really expensive, but basically you could buy them, and I don't know if they're actually clone bricks that he's drilling through or if they're actual Lego bricks, but you could basically, it's ready for you to actually just wire in. You just replace that, the one that's got the holes in it, or the one that's been altered or whatever, right? My castle definitely has some whole bricks in the base. As the stuff Dave Caudice gave me like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, the basic brick from there, there's holes drilled in not in half of them, but there's holes drilled in some of those bricks randomly, and I don't know why. But I don't care. It's a brick. Put it in.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a filler.
All right. So next up, do you paint bricks? I have painted bricks, but I've never done it myself. I'll start that first.
I have not painted bricks before.
Well, we know David has because he just admitted to painting base plates.
Yeah, but those are not bricks.
So that's the definition. Are we talking about bricks? Or are we talking about, to me, base plates? To me, do you paint Lego?
Well, yeah.
Whoops.
Painting Lego one way or the other.
Guys, I haven't painted bricks. I've painted base plates, but haven't painted bricks to change colors on them.
Lego plates. There, now you have nothing. And there are people that customize minifigures and paint them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? And they do amazing jobs. I've seen some amazing things. There was a guy up in Ottawa. Can't think of his name anymore. It just escapes me. But he, as far as I remember, he was going blind, but he was still painting things. And he would do Canada Post mailmen and paint them beautifully.
Oh. Wow!
And
I just don't have the steady hand to paint minifigures.
Yeah. But I mean, there's people that print the figures too. Norbert Black, yeah, thank you, Jetstar. I couldn't think of it. I knew someone would know. Norbert, and he was going blind, I believe, or he had eyesight issues. Whoops. Sorry, I just made my screen disappear for a second. I've lost my mouse. Oh, that's because I have two screens and I'm using my finger for my mouse and it's annoying me. Come on, where's my mouse? I forget. Anyways, next up, do you use only brand unmodified Lego pieces? So I'm assuming you mean do you use Lego Do you only use Lego pieces? Is that fair to say? Instead of brand unmodified?
If I'm mocking, yes.
Dave, what did you mean by this? Do you mean do you use Lego pieces only?
Well, yeah. If you do you use Lego pieces only in your mocks?
Okay, only Lego pieces. Yeah. And Rick, you use digital pieces. Are they Lego pieces?
Mm-hmm. It's a Lego certified program now, so yes. So even to the point of what you guys are talking about using filler, Mega Bloks will snap with Lego, but the tolerances aren't the same. So you could be stressing the Lego in, I don't know, ways that aren't right over time, but not that I really care about it. I just don't want to use Mega Bloks with Lego. It's an OCD thing. I just don't like to mix. I like a dip. So in that respect, I'm definitely a purist. But I would glad if I had a pile of Mega Bloks, which by the way have some fantastic parts that Lego doesn't have.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking really great parts.
Yeah.
I would totally try to build a mock with just Mega Blok pieces, but
Yeah, I know people that have like a bag of Mega Blok parts, like they've gotten Mega Blok parts and they keep the unique ones that Lego never made.
Yeah.
And they keep them in a bag, and if they ever need that type of a piece, they'll grab it and they'll use it, right? But they do keep it separate when they can, type thing. So.
And here's what it is for me. And using a plate under a base plate is not this, but if I were building a mock and I wanted to achieve an angle or a detail, I want to limit myself to what Lego provides, because if I was to grab something the Mega Bloks gives me, yeah, it's going to get me what I want, but I've just tainted.
You just cheated. You just cheated.
Yeah.
I said, oh, well, they don't make it, so I'll just use this over here. You know, like I might as well just 3D print my own parts at that point, right?
And I don't know if there's a Mega Block Bricklink type site, right? Like a Mega Bricklink.
It's brick block links. Block link. Just trying to think of a witty name. It's not Bricklink. It's Blocklink.
So Axel asked about third-party printed pieces, so I put that a little bit further in the list as well.
Yeah.
And Jeff has used other brands in Mox as well. And I mean, that's okay. Like, I mean, like, so like third-party stickers, third-party custom bricks and accessories. So stickers, I think I know I have. Yeah, go for it.
Totally.
I made mine. Like when I mocked up my APC, I made stickers that people can print. So
okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So you're the third party in that case. But,
I am the third party.
Oh, my sister's heading out to the car. So personally, I just actually ordered 2 days ago from Brick Sticker Shop again. I ordered more Classic Space torsos and Futron torsos because I got some other colored figs in, and I actually have 2 videos I need to drop at some point in the next week or so for those, and I just haven't done it. That's a different story. All right, next up. In chat, Jed's Steve Weiser, hello. Thanks for popping in. I have thousands of Tycho bricks collected from the 80s.
Yep. Actually, Axel Plate's saying something pretty cool here. Do you only know Mega Blocks, or what about other brands like Kobe, Poland, Blue Bricks, Germany? I've never heard of Blue Bricks, but I've definitely heard of Kobe. They do some incredible tanks.
Yeah. I heard of Blue Bricks, those are the German guys, which he said. And for us, like Mega Blocks is a Canadian company based out of Montreal. At least they were. I don't know if they still are. So
no, they actually were bought out by Hasbro. So
yeah, so that's why I said I don't know if they're actually still based out of Montreal.
I won't touch any of the Chinese brands, like Lepin. I won't do it.
Yeah,
because they just totally rip off Lego. They don't just build their own stuff like Kobe. They take a Lego set and reproduce it and call it something.
Yeah, it's just counterfeit at that.
It's
point.
Counterfeit. Yeah. Totally counterfeit. Yeah.
So you just mentioned that they're ripping off, and Kobe doesn't do that. Kobe builds military mocks too as well. And I just thought of the big military mock builders.
Brickmania.
Brickmania.
Yeah, Brickmania, who use only Lego bricks.
Yep.
But they have custom decals and they have custom figs.
Right.
So I mean, and they build amazing stuff. Like I'm not a big war type of person, but their models are beautiful and amazing and
incredible.
To me, they're Lego. I mean, like if you're applying your own stickers, I mean, some of my buildings for my my modular layout, I've got like a Tim Hortons sticker, a Star Brick sticker on my buildings. So, you know, I mean, it adds life to your mock. It's not like Lego actually has a sticker that says Star Bricks on it.
Yeah.
You know.
So Axel Plate also makes a good point that Lepin's not only a bad company, but they also have poor quality bricks. Now that's interesting because I have heard people say the quality of Lepin, and again, you hear it from different people, is actually comparable to Lego.
Yeah.
Well, and some of these Chinese brands are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're made.
If you read there's some people have made reviews online of different clone brands or different counterfeit brands, and some of them are actually pretty close to the real deal.
Yeah, and there's also other brands I don't think that are Chinese, like Creo.
Yeah.
There's another big one.
Yeah, I can't think of the names. And I mean, Rick from All Bricks Count, he's joined us a few times over the past while. He would have immense knowledge on this, and he'd be able to tell if these ones are good as well because he's collected them and stuff like that. And he does reviews on them and stuff like that too. So, and yeah, I had heard also that Lepin was actually that they were basically Lego bricks, just missing the logos off the top. The colors and everything were very close.
Yeah.
That you couldn't tell unless you actually looked at the stud to see that it didn't say Lego, and it doesn't say anything. I think it just
and it's all of those like counterfeit brands are probably Lego's fault to a certain point because like by outsourcing their production to Chinese factories, they're basically providing them with the molds for the bricks
And the quality of them, yeah.
And the quality of the quality like supervision or quality control for the bricks. So and when this and there's no copyright law in
China.
In China, so you're just basically giving them the right to
take your stuff and make
it and sell it to. So,
and they're also masters of reverse engineering. Like they can take anything and reverse engineer it. And
I was talking to Janie actually before this chat started, and she had actually said that, and I didn't know this offhand, but Lego actually stole or actually took the brick idea from someone else. Someone else had built the Lego brick with the studs on top, and Lego just added the tubes and everything inside to give it better.
That's right.
So technically, Lego is a clone brand of that original. If you want to go that far, right? Like,
it was let's say inspired brand.
Inspired brand, yeah, for sure. But I'm just like from that point of view. I mean, we yell at all these other companies for being clones.
I know.
Stuff, but you know.
Yeah. They patented the clutch technique.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I actually, like I said, I actually own a few clone we could call it counterfeit sets. Some of them were pretty good. Some of them were pretty like you said, Rick. The clutch power wasn't all there, but what I do own the most are minifigs, because I'm not gonna buy $100 or $150 kit for my sons if they just want one minifig in it, when I can get like a clone brand minifig for $3 or $5 shipped and delivered to my home. So basically, if you're like interested in buying my kids' collection, because my collection is separate from my kids' collection, if you're interested in buying my kids' collection, it's tainted with
full disclosure.
Counterfeit minifigures. So
remember earlier how I said my wife was upset about that Lego cup?
Yeah.
So right here, in this area right here, behind the Disney Castle, are 4 what she thought were Lego minifigures, and I'm not really sure why I'm so blurry tonight, but I look blurry. But I have Arnold Schwarzenegger, Michael Jordan, and a couple of others, the Grinch, and somebody else. And she thought they were all official Lego, but when I opened the gift and I saw that they were in Ziploc bags, like little tiny zip, I knew right away that it was either like custom printed Lego or not Lego, and sure enough, not Lego. And you can totally tell the difference in quality. It is remarkable.
Yeah.
Cheap, doesn't fit together properly. Some parts don't even go together. They look great, but and she was, of course, even again devastated.
Rick,
you make her sad.
I felt so bad. I mean, I was totally happy with it. Like I was like, it doesn't really matter. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not really I'm not crying inside that much, but I am crying inside. So.
I mean, it would have been worse if they were actual Lego figs of those things and you got the knockoff ones. That would be different. But because Lego never made them, it's like, okay, that's not as bad, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I actually have a Stan Lee minifigure that is a clone brand, and it's the Stan Lee that is in the spacesuit. I think it's in Guardians of the Galaxy or something like that. He's in the spacesuit and he's talking to aliens, and so I got that figure because Lego didn't make that one, and I think it would look great in my space layout. So I got that fig, and it's pretty good actually.
So Jeff was just mentioning that he's got lots of non-Lego figurines or figures as well. And yeah, me and him have had conversations about all the ones that he's picked up and stuff along the way. Yeah. And some of them are absolutely amazing. I mean, like some of the Marvel ones that I've seen made.
Oh yeah,
are ones that Lego hasn't made, like a lot of the different Hulkbuster type suits and stuff.
Yeah,
or not Hulkbuster, but the Iron Man type suits that Lego never made, and there's a lot of different custom ones for them.
So I will totally buy custom printed Lego brand minifigures. I love those.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at that Hulkbuster. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who made that one?
I don't know actually.
Oh, hold on, did you throw it up again? Oh, that's awesome.
It actually fits an actual minifigure.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, I would buy that. I would. I would.
Got it from AliExpress, so.
Oh, that's where my wife got these guys.
Those guys.
If you're looking for clone branch, just go to AliExpress.
Yeah. Steve was saying that the Tyco has reverse direction pieces that Lego doesn't. I think Mega Block had that style too, with studs on two sides. Yeah, and those are always, well, they're still on a lot of people's wish list. And I recently saw Brixton Mini. No, there's an Instagram account that I follow, and they do reviews of different. Hold on, Rick. They do reviews of different building techniques, tips and bricks, I think it's called, or something like that.
It's not going to focus.
No, it's Arnold.
Wow, it's not focusing.
It's not a headache.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, we got a few, but yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I even got Hulk Hogan. I mean, that's pretty awesome, right?
That is awesome.
I wish you could see him, but
it looks great.
Yeah, I mean, they look great. They move. You can totally feel the plastic is.
Yeah.
I mean, I do love them, and I love them as gifts, and I love my wife for buying them for me. So.
Ooh. 3 classic space minifigures in chrome.
I actually own those. Actually have like 7 or 8 in different colors, all classic space chrome minifigs.
Actually, I want those.
I
can send you the link, Rick, when I got them.
All right, please do.
Because they were like dirt cheap,
right?
And they when you move them, they feel like dirt cheap, but
they're gonna break.
But just looking at them, they're putting them on display. They look great.
Yeah, they're display pieces more than anything, right?
Yeah.
Where were we? Third-party stickers. We kind of talked about. Third-party custom bricks and accessories. I own some
like brick arms or stuff like that.
Steve Borelli used to sell different colored leaves before Lego had them years ago, and he was selling them at BrickFest. So I have some of those as well.
Or the Big Ben.
Big Ben bricks, yeah. With the same different train pieces, all the new train tracks, the different radius train tracks. I mean, I might not own any of those, but I wouldn't be against buying them if I needed them, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, third-party printed parts and figures. So I'll start with this one. I have road signs that were printed, I think, by Victor. I can't think of his actual store name now, but
there's all those monorail tracks that were like designed by 40 Bricks that are now available. If you're they're not selling the tracks anymore because 40 Bricks used to sell the tracks, but they made all the designs and all the specs to print them out yourself available for free.
Cool. Okay.
So if you have a 3D printer, you can actually print out your own monorails tracks.
You can't print out the monorail motor though, so sorry.
Yeah. No more, but you can print the tracks. You can print the base for the cars, and the extended base that they design themselves, which is great. The motor covers and all those. So they were all great, and they fit quite nicely with the actual tracks.
Nice.
And the motors. So
Dave, you remember Victor from BrickFed? He was doing the custom prints. I can't think of his store name though, and he's like the biggest printer out there. Victor and his wife, and he came with his family. Usually, they would hang out with us all the time.
I'm gonna drop a name here. There's a group on Instagram called BBG Forge.
Okay.
And they're a group of it's called
Bearded Brick Builders.
Yep, Bearded Brick Builders Guild.
Okay.
And excuse me. They just started up their store of custom printing Lego minifigs and accessories.
Okay.
So go check them out. They got some amazing stuff already. I'm totally going to buy something from them.
Yeah.
I would totally buy custom printed official Lego minifigures just because I trust the plastic more.
Yeah, they have to be Lego figs. Like it has to be a Lego product they're printing on. Otherwise, I wouldn't want it necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
I totally agree with that. And I mean, who hasn't been like? I mean, Rick, you haven't been to a convention yet, but when you go to a convention, you get an engraved brick or a printed brick there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're Lego bricks, but they're printed, and they have your name on them. So it's not like you're not going to want to have that. So anybody,
I've got one right here that Brett Hooper sent to me.
Oh, hold on. Talk Lego to me. Is that what it says?
Talk Lego to me. Yeah.
I'm trying to get my mouse over there, and it's just not working. Oh, there it is. I put my mouse.
It's hard to see, really.
There you go.
Yeah, hard time focusing.
Cover your forehead.
Yeah. What? Put it on my forehead?
No, I said cover your forehead.
Oh, cover my forehead.
No, I meant like this way with your hand. Because you're doing this with your hand, go this way.
Oh, God.
No, vertical. Turn your hand vertically. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. Hand like this.
Talk
like
Lego
this.
to me. Right. Oh, I see.
Like this.
Oh, but I can't peek.
Yeah, well, you can't see because you're covering your face.
Yeah. Jeez.
Just
anyway, it says Talk Lego to me. It's a custom printed brick that I received from Brett Hooper, a very kind gift. And I would buy more of those. In fact, I have plans to buy one particular that I will have custom made myself. So.
Yeah. And Lego.
Well, if you're looking for to like custom printed bricks, you can always go to millionprints.com.
Oh, okay.
It's a guy over here in Quebec who actually prints on bricks, and he actually specializes in custom orders.
Custom order. Okay, cool.
Okay, now you've got 2 links to send to me now, David.
Yeah, I remember at Brick Fair when I went back in like probably 2017, there was a guy there that was just doing them printing on the site. So the first day I went, I asked for railroad signs, like 2x5 worth of tile that says railroad,
Mm-hmm.
and I got those printed off, and I have those in my train display, and they're great. So, and I'm just remembering that Lego. If you go, I think some of the Lego stores, the bigger ones, the big attraction ones. So I think in Disney, they have a machine there that you can build your own custom. You can print your own custom minifigure.
Oh, that's cool.
You choose what you want on it. You can right. So I mean, Lego allows. Well, they've got their own version to do it, or their own way of doing it.
Sure.
Hey Jeff, welcome to our chat.
Hey,
Jeff. Up for the night. No, I'm just joking.
We're wrapping up.
Well,
we are on the last question.
We are, yeah. Rival or clone brands. I mean, personally, I don't. I've never bought a rival or clone brand. I have been given like some Star Wars knockoff figures that came in a little box.
Yeah.
But I've never purchased anything myself. So
I've got this.
Hold on. Oh yes.
Masters of the Universe. Iman.
I simply could not resist. I could not resist.
Yeah, I agree. If it's something you like and you see it, then go for it, right?
So that was like my favorite. Oh my gosh, I loved it as a kid. And I was at Toys R Us this past weekend, and they have brought the original thing back out.
Okay.
Like
actual that's
toy.
Because the Netflix series now, right?
There's actually a show that goes with it.
That's right.
Have you watched it?
Oh, I watched the He-Man special on Netflix, but I think you're talking about an actual cartoon, and it is there. Yeah, I've tried the cartoon. It felt ugh.
Yeah, and it's the first half, so there'll be some more later. I've heard that the second half might improve.
Yeah, so I appreciate
the director Kevin Smith. So it's probably of course he's
okay. And I appreciate the message there from Jeff McElwee saying that Masters of the Universe Mega Constructs is passable. Yes, I agree. It is the only from the store shelf Mega Blocks that I've ever bought. I did buy one other Mega Blocks thing at a garage sale for $2. Again, couldn't resist. I wanted to see what building Mega Blocks was like, and I can tell you, after building it, my thumbs were near bleeding.
And I mean, when Mega Blocks I'm not a Halo fan, but when Mega Blocks had some of the Halo vehicles and stuff, some of those looked really cool, and I was like,
that's what I bought was that the Halo. It's a spaceship. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, for $2, I thought. Yeah.
Just a side note, I just realized that Dave actually isn't in his Lego room. He was last week, but he decided not to be there this week. So
no, because I wanted to share pictures of my display from this weekend. So I'm not in my Lego room.
Right.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Stop being Canadian, man.
I was actually looking for my clone brand 1989 Batmobile minifig size.
Oh, okay.
And I can't find it, but it actually was like it's pretty darn close to the real thing.
Right.
And it costs like a third of the price.
Mm-hmm. I will say that I
don't plan on displaying it. I don't plan on like. It's just for me. It's just for
yeah.
What were you going to say, Rick?
I was just going to say that I do like the dexterity of the and the look of the Mega Bloks minifigures. They are quite good. They're like literally mini figures. Like they're
more human,
more portable.
Yeah, more scale accurate overall. Yeah, very detailed. You can move the hands and arms in different ways, and you can actually move their arms out like this, like like a wing. Yeah, pretty cool. Gonna have to say, pretty cool. They're just different. They're different.
Yeah,
but unlike some counterfeit brands, Mega Bloks actually makes like their own stuff, and they don't copy anything.
Their own licenses as well and stuff like that, right? Like they do everything, I would say, above the board, unlike some of the knockoffs that we've seen.
Yeah, they were one of the first companies.
Sorry, go ahead, Rick. What was that?
I'm sorry, I cut you off. You go ahead.
No, go.
I was going to say, I think they were one of the first companies to go through lawsuits with Lego over patents.
And they actually won.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And I was going to say that they don't steal. Like, I mean, we've heard about the Chinese, or I won't say the Chinese knockoffs, but we've heard about some of the clone brand companies that will take someone's mock design that they put the instructions up on, and they'll build that and sell it as a set without giving any credit or any financial reward,
or even retrofitted some ideas that were submitted on Lego Ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Make them into sets and not give a dime to the original designer.
And detract sales from Lego. Not that they have to worry about it, Lego that is. Yeah. But they're probably pulling sales from Lego by releasing it early before Lego does, right? So.
Exactly. And some knockoffs do get the licenses and actual saying that Lego blocks shipping of minifigures and dolls that look like theirs. So anything that basically is against that they do have a copyright on. And I think the Lego minifigure, I think they actually have a lifetime copyright on because it's unique for them. Like
I believe they do, and I prefer the Lego minifigure. It's just very characteristic, right? It's just it is Lego. Yeah, exactly. And I like how there's a battle over licenses between Mega Bloks and Lego. Like Mega Bloks has Barbie, they have Halo, they have
Masters of the Universe.
What's that?
Masters of the Universe.
They have Masters. They do have Masters of the Universe. They also have Call of Duty. So those are pretty big.
We used to have our Star Trek too.
Yeah.
Yep. So those are pretty big franchises to have.
There was The Office. It wasn't like Mega Bloks didn't have the Office line, but there was an Office line of Lego set. And coincidentally, because we didn't do the news, one of the winners of the idea
The Office
was the Office TV show set for that. And from what I've read or from what I've heard from other videos I've watched, is that Lego couldn't produce it because someone else had the license for it. And the guy who won actually has entered it 3 times over a period of 6 years or something. And every time it got to 10,000 3 times in a row.
Oh,
but
wow.
Count. And now finally he re-entered it because that other company doesn't have the Office license anymore.
Oh.
And now it's finally been allowed to get done. So at least that's what the internets are saying. So
right. I just want to take a second here and just let everybody know in the chat to smash the like button, because
we have one of those?
Get that thumbs up going, guys and girls.
Thanks, man. Thanks. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, although if you're watching right now, you probably have. Subscribe too. I'm like 98. I'm like,
you need just two
more.
I have yet to hit 100, and every once in a while I get so and so is subscribed. I'm like, yes, I did it. Then I go in and it's like, oh no, I'm 98 again. So I mean, again, it doesn't make a difference to me. It's just it allows me to actually get my own,
You're Earl. I know.
URL, right? So,
yeah.
Axel played how violently? Can I just click
Smash how violent? You can lightly click it, but oh look, we got 2 right there, just like that. So we were at 2, now we're at 4. Let's get ourselves up to 7 because there's 7 watching right now. Okay, one of those people might be me. So let's get ourselves up to 6.
I'm watching too, so
let's get us up to 5.
And my sister might be watching still, but she might be driving too. So you know,
that's hilarious.
Don't hit the like button too hard there, sis. But yeah, anyway,
we're not doing too bad in terms of view because I was looking at the numbers just this evening just when I ended work and before the show, and I was comparing our viewing numbers with Old Grey Bricks and Fazoom's stream, and we're not doing that bad considering that you only have 98 subscribers. We're doing like 30 views, 40 views,
46, 44, 52. These are just
and Fazoom is doing like
71 was our best one, which was the worst Lego theme ever, followed by Lego social media. So yeah, we're hitting the 70s. That's pretty cool.
And Chris is like the best of Chris's are like in the hundreds, I think.
Yeah.
So.
And my most watched video is my Lego room tour back from February of this year. So.
My most watched video is the Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage review, and it's at 8,500 and change.
Okay, show off. I'm at like 1,080.
It's like what the heck happened? It's like what the heck happened? That video hit an algorithm. That's the only video of mine that has hit the algorithm, and actually, it makes its way into suggestion boxes. I'm sure.
Probably.
I'm at
That's
work.
What's getting the views.
No like button. We'll like it later, maybe. Just.
Oh, you have to close the chat, or unless you have it full screen.
It's on my iPhone. Or
yeah, if you're on a phone, you have to close the chat, and then you'll see the like button there.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Not only does he recommend hitting the like button, he also gives technical support.
I do.
We missed you, Rick.
I'm back.
And Axel is. Do you think you're actually saying? Do you think when more different brands become available, more people will be inclined to get them and not stick straightly to the Lego brand? I mean, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we see that all the time because if you're used to buying used lots,
yeah,
they're all contaminated with either bigger blocks or other brands of.
I love contaminated bricks. I love that.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to come at it from a parent standpoint and say that when you're standing in the toy aisle at Toys R Us and you're looking at the prices of Lego versus the prices of other types of bricks, if your kid likes a plane or a car or a whatever the thing is, if the alternate bricks are less expensive and the kid doesn't care, the parent's going to buy the alternate bricks. So
or if it's a theme that the kid likes, like that is in the Lego theme, but like Masters of the Universe, for example, then that's what you're going to be buying for your kid because that's what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
and parents don't make the difference. I actually talked to some parents at shows that honestly thought that Mega Bloks was a sub brand of Lego.
Oh yeah.
We get that all the time. We have Mega Bloks Lego. That's technically not Lego. It's like, yeah, it is. They're building bricks. They're Lego. That's happened. And that's been like that for years. So and we always pick on Mega Bloks again because, well, Canadian. What can I say?
Yeah.
Well, right. I mean, Mega Bloks they're doing their thing. That Motu castle, I cannot wait to. I mean, I keep saying I cannot wait to build it. Why don't I just break it out and build it, right? But
do a live stream.
Yeah, well, I've got videos planned around it. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of Moldkin? I've seen that mentioned a few times tonight. I have never heard of it.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I'd want to buy a set for something with the name of Moldkin. I know it's plastic molding, but mold. Ew.
It's not stacky mold.
But Lego again is rising prices in Europe. Yeah, I heard about that. They were trying to balance the market a bit better and making some sets.
Well, they're not actually they're raising some prices, but they're just trying to alleviate make all the kits around Europe the same price.
Yeah. Which makes sense. But I mean, obviously, if you're in the country that you're paying less, it's going to suck for you, right?
Yeah.
So
we just hit 7 likes.
Well, there you go. And we have 8 people online right now. So that
thank you,
sense.
everyone. I might be one of those 8. So thank you, everyone. That's great.
Hey, Rick, did you give us a like?
Oh, 100%. I was the first. Okay, I was like number 1.
Then saying I'm one of those 8. That's okay because if we've hit 8 likes.
Oh, right. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant one of the 8 watching, but yeah, that's true.
100% saturation is what you're saying.
We just hit 8. Yay.
There you go. So.
Awesome.
Yeah. Is there any other topic that we missed? Is there anything that another type of category?
We did printed bricks. We did rival brands. We did clone brands. We did stickers. We did modifying pieces.
We didn't really say custom minifigures, but I mean,
well, we talked about printed minifigures, so yeah. I mean, it's the same, really. When you say custom, do you mean like taking one part from one and blending it with another?
Well, that, or just like you're buying. Wow, I can't spell. You're buying
mini jiggers,
mini giffers.
Now it's still red. And I'm like, do I spell it right? Anyways, like going to buy the Iron Man or that type of thing, right? Like buying the figs that Lego hasn't made yet. I don't know.
I mean, I'll have a look at that site that David mentioned earlier for those Chrome Classic Space, but that's because that's so far out of the possibility from Lego.
Yeah.
You might as well just get it if you really like it. Custom armor. Yes, actually, that is a good point because I've got my Aliens mock and I would like to have custom armor for the Marines.
But he's custom armor, but how about custom amour?
Amour.
Ooh,
custom amour.
Custom love? Oh my goodness.
Custom amour.
Custom amour.
Oh, ma chérie. I will do custom amour.
Yeah, now you guys are scaring me.
Wow.
Hey, I'm French.
But you're making Jeff happy, so I guess you're doing a good job. And there was something else I was thinking of that it slipped my mind now. I mean, Axel mentioned buying building instructions from another vendor, another seller, and building that set out of Lego bricks. There's a lot of those micro scale brick sets that I know people have tried to do that too. I can't think of the name of it, but like they'll do like Disney characters in a micro scale, and they're nano bricks, I think they're called.
Nano bricks.
And I've heard of people taking those types of instructions and trying to build them in a minifig scale, but the bricks are not quite like a plate is kind of a half of a brick in that scale, so it doesn't scale quite as good. But
the nano bricks are official Lego, though, are they not?
Oh, the one thing we didn't talk about is like all these, like the merchandising, like Lego flags, Lego T-shirts. Because I like. Jeff, you're wearing a T-shirt, obviously not made by Lego, but
no, but it's Classic Space logo, but it's got like Spaceman Spiff here as well.
Yeah,
so
and I'm wearing one too that clearly wasn't made by Lego, but
oh yeah, that totally was made by Lego.
No.
1980 something space program. I love that.
No, it's from T-Bob. It's actually from T-Public, so it wasn't made by Lego.
Yeah.
Whoever made it, it's great.
I'll put that over there.
So and I know that on Messy Mondays, Dana showed up with his Lego flag that he said he bought off the internet, but
yeah, I saw that as well the other day.
He couldn't tell that if it came from Lego or from someone else. So if you're buying Lego stuff, not bricks, but Lego like merchandise, but not from Lego, are you a purist or are you like?
Well, if Lego sold the stuff, then maybe we buy it from them, right? But if they're not selling it, then so be it. So Samir joined us as well, and he mentioned that other shops do go for other brands because they make more of a profit versus what they make off of Lego, right? And that's the thing. If you're going to make more money selling a product that is giving you more money, right? Like obviously you're going to go to that way. And Axel was asking about Modulex. So that's what you were thinking about, Rick, I think, was Modulex, which was an offset of Lego. It was an Italian company, and they built a architecture scale of Lego bricks. It was owned by Lego, but it was an offshoot. And they are fairly, you can still come by them. I don't think they're produced anymore. I'm not sure if they are. I don't think they are. But they are traded regularly at conventions, or they're kind of passed around regularly at conventions. I have a few bricks that people have given me, and they're a very small scale.
Yep.
I don't remember what the actual dimension, like what the actual scale is to a Lego brick.
I think they're 1/4 of a stud, right?
Yeah, I don't remember if they're actually if they were the same scale. I think their plates were 2 plates high as well, or they're. I don't think the scale was 100% accurate. Maybe someone else can jump in if they know any more about that. Oh yeah, okay. Well, Jeff is saying they were the same proportions as Lego, so maybe they were a 4th scale.
Okay.
And yeah, customer.
Where's Jeff saying that, in the chat or?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Oh, I really wish those tiny bricks were the same proportions as Lego. Sorry, I didn't read.
I see.
Yeah. And customers also see knockoffs on Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, and are asking for them. We have all seen that happen as well. Surprised by the huge diversity of products offered in Asia. Yeah. Oops.
Well, that's the thing, is they've got knockoff companies knocking off knockoff companies.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, well, I guess
there's no copyright because the Chinese
have at it.
Yeah, the Chinese just bet that, well, we're not creating anything, we're just copying it and everything, so might as well not protect our, because that's the whole principle of copyright laws, is that you protect the copyrights of other person from other countries in your own country, and they're gonna do the same in other countries. But the Chinese says, well, we're not creating anything, so we're just gonna copy everybody, and we don't need to protect our.
I don't know if you guys saw the recent media about Lego's profits for the first half year of this year. They made like $23 billion or something.
Yeah,
like that.
50% increase in just the first half of 2021.
Yeah. So, but one of the things that it said on there was that
in profits. 50% increase in profits.
I got to make some Lego.
And one of the things they did say in that, though, was also that they have over 200 stores in China right now. And part of that, I think, is to say to China, hey, we're putting a major presence in your country. You need to start cracking down on these people who are copying our products, because we're giving you guys money. We're injecting money into your economy now.
Yeah, right? That's right. I know that they did crack down on the owners of Lepin.
Yeah.
They closed down 2 factories.
7 people went to jail or something like this. But then
but
others open up.
Back again.
Yeah, that's right. They just
has anybody
chop the head off and 3 more appear, right?
I've never heard of Solbin sets, so
I have not either.
At least I might have seen them in the store, but I never actually read the product name. I mean, I was in the dollar store today, and there was a whole bunch of knockoff Lego stuff, but I didn't actually look at the prices or the names. I was just like, ew.
Actually, Axel Plate makes a great point. You can't stop them from knocking your stuff off, but you can stop them from getting their product into your country.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We just don't have to buy them.
Yeah. That said, there's enough people in China to support their market.
Yeah.
Sure.
Probably.
Yeah. True enough. Anyway, we're hitting an hour 30, almost an hour 40 now, so I think maybe we'll call it for the night. Do you guys want to say anything about what you're doing this week or anything? Or
I'm good. Pretty much nothing much happening this week. I was kindly invited to go on to another show, which will happen in the next few weeks. So I'll make some sort of an announcement when I know the date. But other than that, yeah.
All right. Ooh, cool. Well, you're always welcome here, even when you don't show up. I mean, wait, no.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hey, don't miss Rick is having a 24-hour stream. No, not that Rick.
No, I know.
All Brick Count Rick.
Yeah. All Brick Counts Rick is having a 24-hour stream starting on the 22nd at 7 p.m.
Eastern, yeah.
So 24 hours. So Jeff
Drop
says
in,
it's
say
gonna
hi.
be popping
I'm
in.
gonna
I'll
try.
probably pop in to support him.
I will
so.
too. We should coordinate it.
I will pop in when I'm able to get home, or when I'm at home. I will try and pop in. Obviously I don't have the equipment here now because I'm not.
Well, I think I've got Jeff McElwee's Tons of Fun on this Friday first,
Okay.
but then after that, if there's time, I will Friday night. But if not, Saturday for sure.
See you, Yvonne. Thanks for popping in and saying hi and listening to us.
Bye, Yvonne. Love you.
We all
Have a good night.
Going to build the second of my birthday sets. Awesome. Birthday sets rock. And happy
Thanks,
birthday.
Steve.
Happy birthday,
Appreciate
Axel.
Yeah. Thanks,
Hey,
Steve.
happy birthday. All right.
Jeff is cleaning his Lego baby this weekend. Got to use Lego, the smells of a room freshener. Jeff, from what I've seen in your Lego room, you have a lot of weekends of cleaning still to do. Just so, anyways, we'll start to end the broadcast here. I'm going to try and build my castle when I get home. I'm going to hang out with Janie for the next few days and do some Lego stuff here.
Say hi to Janie for us.
I will, for sure. And we'll catch you guys next week. So
all right.
clicking the button. So